Alright, so I'm going to check out the new mission and class on Space Marine 2 here. First of all, I just got to check in with my ordeals, see if I can unlock my cool armor that I've yet to unlock. But today is a couple days after the Techmarine update, so I've had a little bit of time. As you can see, I'm Prestige 1, a couple levels past on this class. And just some thoughts and feelings towards the new update. Overall, I think it's good. This is probably the best thing they've added, in my opinion. The Omnisci Axe is really good, but this heroic heavy bolt rifle is incredible. As you can see, it's basically like the same damage. Actually, the only one that beats it is the one that gives you the most damage. But what that doesn't have is a grenade launcher. So this is pretty much the same as the standard bolt rifle with the grenade launcher. Big difference being this only holds 25 rounds. It does more damage, sure, it has more accuracy. Well, that's not even on the real one. If I equip that, has a bit more damage. Accuracy is about the same, but it only holds 25 rounds. You only get 125 rounds on standby. This big boy, you get 45 round mag capacity, better accuracy, just under the damage, so it's pretty much the same thing. And you get a grenade launcher. And it's Death Watch, so it looks badass. Perks on it, I don't really have anything crazy. I pretty much just have it how I've had my heavy bolt rifle leveled from the beginning. Big thing about this is just the GL. That's really all that changes. The accuracy is so-so. I'd normally use the it's a Crusade, whatever one this is here. Yeah, Gathalamore Crusade. So it does come with more ammo in the magazine and on reserve, and you get a little bit better accuracy, but it's really minuscule. Like this game, if you've played it as long as I've been playing it, which is pretty much since release, being able to stagger an enemy is really, really huge. And usually that's only capable with your melee weapon, which this is very good at doing. As you could, like, I have the relic leveled up on this, which I don't really understand how they did this math in their heads, making this, like, this is probably the worst heroic weapon you can get. Like, it's a two-handed weapon with one cleaving potential and fairly high speed. Damage is pretty ass. Like, this one has really high cleaving potential, pretty decent damage. Sorry, pretty decent speed and really high damage. Where this one, like, all you get is just a worse weapon and worse defense. I don't get, like, they must have messed up, and this is supposed to be swapped with the Gathalamore Crusade instead of the Liberation. I don't know. Cosmetics on it, pretty cool. I've just been using this one because this one looks pretty. They all look pretty cool. Even the base ones still looks pretty sweet. Basically, just like an extended power axe. Perks on this, I have it all set up with the electric discharge. So basically, after you do like your second attack and a light combo, I'll show you in the match. Basically, just slams your axe into the ground, and you get to hold your heavy attack, and it charges up like it's kind of like a stomp on like the heavy class, or if you're using like the chain swords, kind of along the same lines as that. It's just a big AoE hit. But this perk setup lets you do it again. So you get Mighty Blast. Power resistors can hit twice. Keep holding to release a second shockwave. So basically, you lift up the first shockwave, it lets out a huge blast of damage. Then your guy slams it back down and you can do another. Perks on this class. This class is the servo gun is like it's so strong. Like I can play by myself with bots on lethal and actually have a pretty good time surviving and not taking a whole lot of damage, because if you get overwhelmed, like, this thing just nukes. I have this perk precision enhancement, so basically it only targets like Majoris level enemies or higher. It kind of just ignores like Hormagaunts and Cultists and, you know, lower level enemies that you can pretty much handle with your melee weapon. First Prestige, I just made it so I don't take damage while I'm activating the sentry guns, because the sentry guns are also amazing. Team perk, I'm just using this because, like, I like to use the battlefield repairs because I think it's super strong. Every time you pop a stim, you fully regen your armor and you get an armor boost. It's cranked. Other than that, you can pretty much use the servo gun twice with this. So you can use it, incapacitate a Majora's level enemy, and it's going to be up again immediately. It's kind of broken, if I'm being honest. You'll see. As I don't really have it fully leveled yet, but this is kind of where I'm at with it. I've had a lot of fun playing it. The new mission, we'll take a dive into it here. I'm going to play it on lethal. I have private mode on, so I can basically only play the Techmarine because I've been having. Oh, okay. Thought I had private mode on. And if you do want to just solo level your guys and not fight over it, just turn your private mode settings on the top right. For me, it's triangle. I'm on PC, but I'm playing with a controller. I don't know what it is on mouse and keyboard, but it'll tell you. I should probably pick a mission too. So we're going to do Disruption on lethal difficulty. I haven't tried this on absolute. It's doable on lethal. The one thing I will say about this mission is I was kind of disappointed with the new update. I know they've been really good about on the last few updates of adding new bosses. This one, there is no dedicated boss to the mission. It's just chaos and tyrannid bosses as you go. The only thing I've fought on a terminus level of boss is a Hellbrute. Which is, you know, Hellbrutes are difficult. They pose their own challenge, but if you have played this game enough, you know how to deal with a Hellbrute. I think the coolest boss, like the last one I think was really cool, with the Tyrannid Primes. That one is probably, I think they could be actually a little harder to deal with. Yeah, let's jump right into it here. So we got Deathwatch Heavy Bolter, Relic level Omnissiah Axe. So this is pretty much the heavy attack with it. You charge. It's pretty cool. And he's gonna get that off, of course. Oh my gosh. Well, that's the big thing about this class. Bad start for me is I take immense damage from the first guy. The main thing about this class is you can do your gun strikes with the servo gun. So you actually don't get held up. See? You can keep attacking as you're doing your gun strike. You don't get held up in the animation like you would if you were playing literally any other class. Just getting absolutely curb stomped off the start here. But that's okay, because we're playing solo, so we can just constantly take all the stims. So it will only go after what it can see. So right there, I only had my Norris enemies in sight. So it'll auto. Oh, Lord. I'm just dead. This is crazy. So it'll only attack what it can see, essentially. But if I have, which hopefully we can see a little bit later on in this, if I have a room full of, like, everything from Gaunts, Cultists, any Minoris level enemy, and there's also a bunch of, like, Rubric Marines, Tyrannid Warriors, it will focus the Majoris level enemies or higher, and it hits like a truck. As you can see from that little clip, it, like, one shot, basically, and they're all kind of done. This is why I love the new bolt rifle. Alternate fire mode, grenade launcher, 10 out of 10. And that's the double strike. So there's the first one, you charge, hold, keep holding it, boom, you hit it again. This is the other good part about this class and what I chose on the Prestige, is once I activate this gun, nothing's going to attack me, of course, but if I was to get attacked, I take 0 damage. Pretty much the same invulnerability if you were to use an execution mid-fight. As you can see, those things absolutely nuke. Overall, like, just a crazy strong class. Crazy strong gun too. Definitely would recommend if you play tactical. If you're playing this class at all, this heavy bolt is definitely worth using. So as you can see right there, it just attacks warriors twice, and they were instantly incapacitated. Super worth it. There is another upgrade. The final upgrade for this as well is it turns that gun, instead of a bolter, it's a plaz, which is really good. It just doesn't do, I find, as much damage. Oh my gosh. That's probably my favorite flurry of attacks with this Omnissiah axe, is as you charge up the charge, it just keeps doing more and more damage, so you can basically do a triple strike, which I just missed every single one of right there. Tip of the cap for me. And they also added restorative stims, which are friggin' amazing. They're really nice to have. It kind of just basically fills your bar up with contested HP. Because it won't fully heal you. It'll leave the last quarter as contested health, and it will go away. So it's something to keep an eye on if you pop one. These ones aren't instant saviors like it is with the regular Medicaid stims. So here comes the Terminator. Oh, here comes 2 Terminators. Let's just see how much damage this Tarantula does. So it just nukes the Terminator. Daggers the absolute shit out of it. Pretty awesome. To make things even better, you've got a grenade launcher under your gun now. That's like my favorite part about this class, is the servo gun. It took me a minute to warm up to this melee weapon, because when you first use it, it sucks. its first 2 iterations are absolutely garbage. It just doesn't do any damage. It has a super slow attack rate. It's like any melee weapon in this game, though. If it doesn't have perk points into it, it's really just gonna stink. Best part about having these restorative stims, though, is you can find a Medicaid stim. Pop that if you're low HP, and then just pick up your restorative stim, because you can't hold different kinds of stims. But you can still hold 2 of the restorative stims, just like you can hold 2 of the Medicaids. Nothing changes there. I'm just gonna go for a walk around this map, because it is a really pretty map. Basically, show you all the hidey holes and stuff to spawn into. There's tons of little nooks and crannies on this map. Like, tons, as you can see. There's another one. Just looking for those Guardian relics, looking for the relics. Looking for anything. Just gooping. As you do. This is the one thing, as you can see, the accuracy, not as good. But really not a big deal. For getting an extra 10 friggin' grenades on your hip, like, absolutely worth taking. For the 2 less accuracy you lose out on, you get 10 grenades. On top of the frags you get to carry in person. Now, it is really fun with this, because you basically just get to steamroll everything. It's kind of a goofy moveset on this, because it does attack really slowly. And it only really has, like, you know, boom, boom, boom. Like, it isn't a limitless combo, kind of like the power axe. That's just not where you're going to get any of your damage output from. This is where you're going to get it, because then you can hit if you attack a Majoris level enemy at the end of that charge, it's gonna absolutely smash. You can see the tarantula cannon just eating. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. There's a warrior. I find it hard to hit sometimes. There's the best part. You get to hit the servo gun while you're still attacking for your gun strike. Because on the other classes, you'd have to take a perk that you don't get knocked back, right, to do your gun strike and not have fear of getting absolutely destroyed by whatever other enemy is standing right next to you. With this, you have no worries. You hit your gun strike and boom. You just keep moving. You do whatever you're gonna do. See, I can just keep sprinting. Not have to worry about standing there, my thumb up my ass, trying to do my gun strike. And activate the servo gun. And just kill everything. And just kill everything. This is pretty much just a tower defense mission at this point. You're just holding this area with the Cadians. There's 2 Lehman Russ tanks there that will do absolutely nothing to help you. Neither will the Cadians. They will just do as they do and die. But that's why the Space Marines are here. This is my favorite part about the update right here. New class aside, I now have a heavy bolt rifle with a grenade launcher on it. I'm happy because this is my favorite gun in the game. That's not just my favorite gun in the game is probably the Pyre Cannon on the heavy, but you can only use that on heavy. And you can also spec this class with a bunch of different perks so that you can gain ability charge, your teammates can gain ability charge when standing around the tarantula turrets, which is helpful. Kind of just makes it a bastion of defense for not just yourself, but for the team. They also gain their abilities faster. I'm always keeping these turrets up because they just eat. They absolutely eat. Cat's coming to say hi. See the radius of that attack too, because that warrior was coming to attack and he just got absolutely thumped.
Tales of the prowess of the Ultramarines. Never expected to see it with my own eyes. And we in turn witnessed.
Best part about this mission is just how beautiful everything is. They did a great job. Absolutely killed it with the map design, the look of everything. I've got a restorative stem. We're gonna pop our Medicaid stem. I'll get the crack grenades too. What you doing, man? It was a bad time to come in and look for some attention. What's going on? Kitty cat's looking for all the love right now. He always waits till I get into a mission.
No turning back. Understood.
One thing I will say about this class, I'm using the Carcharodon helmet, but I find the armor kit a little bit lackluster. I don't have it fully leveled up yet, but it's, I mean, these are also my classes. Like, that's the heroic chest plate on the heavy, but like, that's a base armor plate on the shoulder. The right shoulder is aftermarket, the heroic one as well. That one's the lethal, completing all the missions on lethal.
Cathedral is under heretic control.
It just, it's a little basic. That might be my my big complaint about this update as a whole. It's a little basic. The mission's cool, also just a little basic. You're kind of just, you're blowing up a cathedral that's got a huge vortex beacon in it. It's cool. You get to fight along Balthus, which is always, a pleasure. You get to watch him kill all the friggin' useless enemies while you kill everything that's actually worth him killing. Just like in siege mode. It's always my biggest bone to pick. My biggest bone to pick with Balthus in siege mode, every time I call him in, is when there's 3 Carnifex or 3 Hellbrutes on the map with a friggin' Neurothrope or a, handful of Terminators, and he goes after all the Zangors. Okay, nice. I've never actually fought a Hellbrute here. So we can see just how much damage the servo gun does. Oh my god, you can see how much damage he does. Don't want to get hit by those. We're gonna take a quick step back here, grab some armor. Whoops. So I'm trying to get around everything here because you can see. Oh, and he's waiting for me. That's okay, because he can actually come and attack me all he wants once I hit this. See? Just hit me right in the face. Hit me right in the face with his gun. Didn't do a damn thing because I was doing my thing. I was opening up my You can see that it's just eating. Now I'm just gonna sit here, I'm gonna do it again. I also have my servo gun up again. Boom. And the Hellbrute's dead. And this is on lethal difficulty. This isn't on an easy difficulty to do by yourself. Not a hard difficulty either if you have a few hundred hours in this game. And you know how to fight these guys. But this class... Oh my gosh, come on. I'm missing everything. Also, 10 out of 10 executions. That's one thing they did not slack on with this class. The executions are incredible. This arm, just, that's all it's there for. It does nothing else other than activate turrets and rip things in half. Oh, and a Guardian. No. Man, I always think those are Guardian relics. But if you prestige, I would definitely recommend taking the Tarantula Turret Invulnerability perk because it is awesome. Just being able to completely ignore, a Hellbrute and just be like, well, I'm just going to go turn my turret on. You can shoot me with your certain death plasma gun all you want. It's not going to do a damn thing to me. And then it just eats everything around you alive. It's such a good addition. My bone to pick with, which I don't blame the devs for doing, but if you play Siege mode, you can't activate any sentry turrets. There are none on the map. Just kind of annoying, because it's like, it's a big part of what the character is. I understand you don't want them all over the place, because they do just annihilate, as you can see. Half of that was my gun strike, the other half of it was the Tarantula turret, just absolutely going to pound town. overall, this class is a lot of fun to play. I mean, would I take it over, you know, Vanguard? I don't know. The perks on it are good. It's definitely a key part to a good team. Like if you're playing, you know, absolute missions, this is certainly a class you want on the roster. Move him right over the edge. And he's enraged, so I'm not going to kill him. And there's a Terminator. That's okay, because I have a cheat code. That is the servo gun. You never see a Terminator die so fast. You really don't. Oh, shit. Thought I was going to blow that up. Where did the sorcerer go? Oh well, not my problem. Sorcerers are the only ones I will say that have somewhat of a there we go, long last. Somewhat of an immunity to the servo gun just because they have their shields. But gone are the days of getting absolutely mogged by 6 chaos spawns at once. Getting into that indefinite stun lock loop that they put you in. You just press triangle and away they go. See, I can just keep fighting. I can just, like, even through a gun strike, it's amazing. That is my favorite part. Because what it basically allows you to do as well is when you're fighting a Terminus boss and you get that perfect dodge, you don't have to stop and do that gun strike anymore. You can keep on trucking forward and just press gun strike, and your gun just, even if you're not looking, like, you just have to give it a glance so you can see the crosshair, press the button, and it shoots. This is like the best class you can play if you're playing solo. I would definitely make that argument. It has it's a toss-up between Vanguard and this, because Vanguard, obviously, you get the healing. Hard to say no to, you know, when you're maxed out on Vanguard, healing 5% for Majoris enemy kill. It's hard to beat. I could see that argument. But you also don't kill 10 warriors at once like you do with this. Like, look at that. 2 Chaos spawns and a Rubric Marine just died immediately. And you've now also got a grenade launcher. That's pretty much how I play the axe, because I just get right in the middle of a bunch of enemies and boom. Majoris enemy, doesn't matter. Everyone's getting incapacitated. It doesn't matter what it is. The only thing you won't be able to kill very easily is an enraged marine. They still do their bullshit, where they just eat endless attacks, it seems. Which is fine. They're just tier 1 warriors. They're not the hardest things to deal with. Just means you gotta slap them around a little bit more. One thing to remember too when you're using a grenade launcher gun is the grenades will only refill off single ammo boxes and weapon drops. You can't go to an ammo refill station and refill your grenades. kind of annoying, especially if you play siege mode a lot. So we're just gonna run, see, right past him, get a perfect dodge, not take any damage, turn on the turret, perfect parry him, watch the turret just absolutely eat him for breakfast, kill him. The only thing I don't have is there's a perk you can get where they get like double the amount of ammo. Because as they are basically they don't last for very long, but you can turn them on again and again and again and again as many times as you want, as many times as you need them to be there. That's why I think it's really important to have that prestige perk early, because it's a get out of jail free card that you can just go over, turn your turret on, and also ignore all damage. It's pretty good. See, he turns off. We turn him back on again. There's a Terminator. He's gonna eat him for lunch. I can use my servo gun. Get hit by a friggin' cultist sniper, the most annoying enemy in the game. We're just gonna go turn our turret. Oh my gosh. That might have been a terrible time. That timing didn't work up at all for me. Because this guy just refuses to die. I just shot him like 700 times. Absolutely refuses to go down. Classic Terminator shenanigans. That's okay. I'm gonna apply a restorative health stim. You can see my health is climbing up. Boom. We're gonna get this guy to execute. I'm gonna wait for my health to go up. And there. Full HP. Pretty handy. It's dead, but screw it. I'm gonna turn it back on.
Gun strike ready to deploy.
Gonna take a quick loop around here. Always looking for loot. An armor boost, hop back up. Huge. 9 grenades still, we're good. Chilling. Now, what you're about to see is one of the most badass things they put in this game. See ya. Amen. The abyss of the Helldrake.
Praise the Emperor. This is Archdeacon Zofia. I am hidden inside the cathedral. Heretics.
Somehow missing every shot at point blank range. I always love that.
My garrison of Cadians for their dark rituals.
Just gonna let Voltus eat.
Left behind
He's got this.
explosives. Alas, they never got to use them against the archenemy.
Mush. Splat.
Gather the explosive charges and place them.
We're gonna turn on our turret. 'Cause why not? That turret and Voltus are just gonna absolutely go to Pound Town. And we're gonna go set some charges.
Set the explosives to ensure proper destruction. Heretic specialists suppressed. Hellspawn suppression accomplished. Flag detonator
Oh.
out.
Charge attack. Boom. Boom. I love it. Dude. The one thing that has bugged me about this game since they released these chaos spawns is all they do is pump fake. All they do is pump fake. Like, their entire kit is just based around pump fakes. Which seems to be a trend amongst chaos enemies. They all just kind of just pump fake you. But theirs is so laggy. Like, it feels like they're just baiting you forever and ever and ever. Ow. Oh, 2. Nice.
It is imperative that we place the charges. Are the explosives in place?
No, not yet. I'm just getting absolutely crammed. You can handle that one, right, Assault? Attaboy. Best part about playing alone is I do get to hog all the stims, which never gets old. And the Guardian Relics. Everything that you always have that awkward standoff with your teammates about. So we're just gonna stick that real quick. I don't know if it's been bugged lately too, but I've had it where a lot of the time it seems the chaos spawn, or like you know, the actual drop in for the chaos seems to only drop one enemy, and it's like a cultist. Which I'm not going to complain about. We're going to turn on all of our turrets just to absolutely stack up the kills on the way out. Go back to Baltus here. Our assault is going back in for some reason. Now we just hold. As you'll see, a Hellbrute will spawn here, but don't you worry. The might of the Imperium will just cut him down where he stands. Get out of my way, man. That's it.
Disruption successful. Viridian, return to the Resilient for rearmament and prepare for your next deployment.
And that's it. That's the new mission. Overall, I like it. Like, it's new content at the end of the day. I'm not gonna, you know, be upset about new content. However, is it the worst new mission they've added? Probably. Honestly, in my opinion. Like, I'm just trying to think of... Yeah, like, it's a really, like, shallow mission. Like, there's not a lot going on. It's kind of just, like, stand and defend at this one point. Push through. All just to, you know, maybe fight a Hellbrute. Maybe. Like, it's... I would say personally, Reclamation is my favorite one they've done in the last little while, just because I think the setting is super cool, being on a Dauntless cruiser. bosses with the Tyranid Primes is really cool. Fighting a double boss, it's really nice. Exfiltration was really cool. Fighting the Trigon. The Trigon and the Vortex Beast are both probably the two coolest bosses. The Vortex Beast is like the hardest, I would say. As you can see, I haven't even done it on lethal. That shit is crazy. But yeah, as far as like new missions go, this one, not too bad, not too good. New content, not upset about new content. I mean, they added as well, like, you know, the voice packs or whatever that you have to pay money for. And, like, it's pretty stupid in my opinion. But one thing I will say that is good that they added, like adding in, like, this dagger seems really cool. Because this one seemed decent. Cat's yelling at me again. Seemed decent, not great. But do yourselves a favor, get yourself the Death Watch heavy bolt rifle and watch everything in front of you die. Yeah, I'll be, you can find me on Twitch, Twitch TV, /LQuigs with a Z. I stream Space Marines every now and again. I've been playing a lot of Marathon as of recent. I will, be making videos as far as, Space Marines goes for the near future. Anything from Siege mode. I can do a campaign playthrough. I've been debating on it. And, doing missions on Absolute. My goal is to try and do every mission on Absolute, and just to have the bragging rights. But yeah, if you enjoy the video, drop a like, sub if you'd like to. If not, come by, join the Twitch stream. Links in the bio. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.